And he looks at strike one for Medic.
Easily see them finding a way to get a host.
Chopped in the hole, just past the glove of Jenkins. And Sherrill has the leadoff hit. He's turning for two. Head down, and he will get in safely. Well, it had the look of a seeing-eye single, but Sherrill was thinking more, and he leads off with the double. Eight against the Jackets in Statesboro. As he barrels up on a two-strike pitch and laces it into the gap. It'll score Sherrill and roll all the way to the wall. And Swan follows the Sherrill double with a double of his own. And it's quickly 1-0 Eagles.
Yeah, and so you see it right there. I mean, you know, like you said, they're hitting just 270 as a team.
Here's the 0-2 again. Hits him. Trying to run him tight with the fastball, ends up hitting him instead.
For a strike.
Grounded it too short, and Jackson will have to go the long way, but in time. And the side retired. Three infielders to the right side for Ledford as he lifts one into the gap, high and deep to left center. This one will ride its way all the way out of here for a home run. Opposite field power by the Eagles' top home run hitter, and he makes it a 2-0 game.
And this is just a really good swing by Ledford. A fastball, really, down and away at 92, and just gets underneath it on plane, and doesn't miss it. 105 off the bat, almost a perfect launch angle at 27.5. And when you do that, that's what happens. And kudos to him. He knows he hit this hard, but he's busting out of the box just in case. That has those really high exit velos, and so he would only be hurting himself by trying to, hit with a higher launch angle.
Won't need to do much. Follows the Simpson walk with a walk of his own. Fastball in the first inning. And he strokes one down the first base line fair. Rolls into the corner. Simpson around. He'll score. Parada into third. And it's a double and an RBI for Andrew Jenkins to put the Jackets on the board.
To the offside where he's late.
Smokes one into left center. Base hit. It'll score two. And Tres Gonzalez keeps the train moving and gives the Jackets their first lead.
Yeah, and it's like we talked about, Andy. The reason he's in the four holes because you're going to have guys in front of you that are hitting extra base hits and getting on second and third. You need a guy in the four hole that can just get the job done with a base hit. And Tres does a great job. This is a fastball, top of the zone, middle of the plate, and lines it right through the infield with just a one-run deficit.
And did that hit board? And it did. Couldn't turn the inside shoulder back in time.
I swing through it, fine.
Runner takes off, pitches high, and that'll walk the bases loaded.
They're not going to be held to as high a standard win-loss-wise.
Backhand pick by Swan, shoveling on to Ray, who taps the bag in front of Hall.
We looked at the top 25 rankings earlier.
Hultgren unloads a hanger and a banger to the Pines, and we're tied at 3. Tyler Hultgren with his third home run of the season. And the second of the night for Georgia Southern.
Yeah, and this is not a bad pitch from Medic. It's on the outside corner, backdoor slider. Hultgren just does a good job of getting extended, staying on it, and just crushes this pitch. Any way they can at this point.
Grounded through, base hit. Kevin Parada finds a way to do it.
And again, with their strength of schedule and RPI.
Yeah, certainly compared to other teams. There's Andrew Jenkins, first pitch swinging. Hits it high, hits it deep, hits it out of here. Andrew Jenkins, the two-run shot, comes with 2 outs, and Tech retakes the lead.
Yeah, and Jenkins and Parada are showing, the big reason why this Georgia Tech offense is so scary. It's almost a win when Parada just hits a single, but then you got to pitch to Jenkins, and he gets a fastball right down the middle and just doesn't miss it at all. Way out of here to deep right center. The pitch, middle away.
Yeah, served into right center. Kept that low so he couldn't tee off on it, but Ledford nonetheless gets the single. Up the middle and through, base hit. It keeps the inning going.
Yeah, and it's that Georgia Southern 2-strike hitting, 2-out hitting.
Hard hit. Oh, and cannot be picked by Simpson. It'll allow Lenford to truck in from third. An RBI for Blancato. A lot of topspin, kind of ate up Simpson. We'll see how they score, but either way, the run does score, and it's 5-4.
The big home run type team.
Biederer, ground ball, base hit, and an RBI. We are tied at 5. Just pounded that into the ground, and Georgia Tech's lead short-lived once again.
With 10 or more home runs.
Both runners in motion, and it's belted into right field and just over the wall. Beg your pardon, short hops the wall in the sunshine. It'll play 2, and Georgia Southern regains the lead. The double by Holmgren makes it 7-5. Narrowly missed another home run.
It really did look like, Andy, from our angle with where the sun is on that wall, that the ball disappeared right as it went to the top of the wall. But again, this is why a sinker is a bad matchup for a left-handed hitter, because he starts this kind of middle of the plate, and you see it just kind of run back into the barrel of the left-handed hitting.
Here's the 3-2. Ground ball, right side, backhanded by Jenkins. Has to win the foot race, shovels to Crawford instead. Got him. Fly ball, slicing into the gap in right center. Could be trouble. Off the bottom of the wall. So Brown digs in and delivers a leadoff double.
And now the runner, because he's stealing, he gets to third.
Into right, ripped, and off the base of the wall again. Brown doubled, he scores. Biederer doubles, and he's got an RBI to make it 8-6. Payoff pitch is low and in. Sherrill wins the battle. Payoff pitch way high, and they're loaded. And the pitch a little low, and the run is walked home. 3 straight walks make it 9-5. Fly ball deep, could be 4, and it is up against the wall. It'll clear the bases for Lenford, and the Eagles have broken this open. Now 12-5, Lenford threatened a home run on that swing, but will gladly take 3 more RBIs, and it's a 5 spot for the Eagles.
Yeah, just a hanging breaking ball from Maxwell there. I mean, really just, you could see kind of a backup breaking ball, had almost no depth on it, and just right down the middle to the best hitter in Georgia Southern's lineup, and he makes him pay. And again, we talked about him at the beginning of the game as the guy that in mature at bats.
In the air to center field. Oh, glides back, pulls it in. Inning over, but Georgia Southern was looking for insurance. Jenkins a double and a home run, give him a single as well.
Yeah, and this is what this is what Georgia Tech needed. I mean, this you got 3 innings left to come back, a 7-run deficit.
Hit sharply and into right. So back-to-back base hits for the Jackets to start the 7th.
Yep, and as good as you could write it up right now for Georgia Tech, again, build line.
Takes high. Johnson kept on buzzing him inside, but Borden was stubborn to get to the walk to load the bases. Ground ball, tap of the bag at third. They will throw home, and it pulls the catcher Holmgren off the plate. Trickles away. Reed stays at first. Borden takes third. So they get 1 out on the play, but a run scores.
And so they could get out of this inning with just 1 run given up.
Looping liner, it's caught, throw back, got him! Double play, just like you said. Danny Hall's wife is from the Akron area, so for one of the few times in his coaching career, I'm sure.
DeLeo to swing at something out of the zone and give Madden his confidence back. And I think we're going to see a pitching change here pretty soon. Just want to take here.
Grounds 1 toward third. Double clutch, throw to second, no turn to first. And so after beginning down in the count, Simpson will have to settle for the fielder's choice. It pushes Hall to third. Runner in motion, it's in the dirt. Parada takes his base, and the bases will be loaded.
Here.
Inside, ball 4, and a run comes in. Gonzalez still among the ACC leaders in base on balls. He'll score Hall, and it's now 12-7 with 2 outs.
Looking out there.
Tries for a two-seam fastball. It hits Borden. Second time he's worn one tonight. It'll score another run. Simpson taps home, taps Borden's helmet. It's now 12-8. First pitch, a high drive by Reed. It's measured. It's up at the track. It's at the wall. It's a grand slam, and we are tied. And Kyle, I think Stephen Reed made up for his base running mistake in the seventh. A thunderbolt into the trees, and it's a dozen apiece.
Yeah, and I mean, he just got enough of this. I mean, that launch angle at 36, that's typically a little too high, but hits it at 101, and it's just enough to clear the fence. And, kudos to Stephen Reed. He gets a fastball middle of the plate, doesn't try to pull it, stays on plane to right center, and gets just enough of it to tie this game up.
Game in Atlanta. A cue shot, one hop to first off the bat of Compton. It'll end the Georgia Tech eighth, but they strike for 6. And that one through. One out single for Swan. He continues to see the ball extremely well on the go-ahead run back on base. 1-1 on the way. Swan takes off. Throw by Parada's over the bag. The tag, and he's out. Wow. And that's against a guy in Swan who was 10 for 11 in stolen bases this year, but Parada flashing the cannon for the second out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be the best throw I've seen him make all year. I mean, he gets arm strength on this. It's right on the bag. And again, Swan got a good jump, but just a perfect throw from Parada. And it's flashes like that. It's the improvements he's made this year.
McNamee loads up. Another 3-2. Got him chasing. Swing and a miss. A single, but a throw him out at second. A strikeout to end the ninth. Ground ball up the middle and through, and Romano in his first at-bat of the night gets the game-winning run on. Not bad for a freshman.
I mean, he's a gamer. This game's over.
Taking, ball 4. It was over the outside edge, but a bit down. Smoked into the gap in left center. Jenkins up against the wall. Prince coming home. Comeback complete. And the Jackets walk it off in their home finale. From down 12-5 at the 7th inning stretch to a mob scene in right, the Jackets win it 13-12.